Arcadia was on some shit when she called me. Because they were all like fucking crying that I put out a state announcement. I had to remind them that I am an elected official. They can suck my dick if they feel offended. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to think about their feelings and not people's rights first. Can you imagine that? So, even to be offended by my state announcement is in of itself concerning because it wasn't even that bad. Like, look, we're like, I forgot what the writing is, but I think they took it very personally that, you know, that someone might believe that what they did wasn't legal. You know what I mean? Like, it challenges maybe their, it was an ego hit, right? In my opinion. Because otherwise, why would you find my state announcement a problem, right? It's like anywhere in the world, some politician does something and someone else says, I don't agree with it. It's not legal. That's all it was. But anyways, apparently I was yelling at Arcadia the way that she told everybody. So that kind of pisses me off a little bit because holy fucking mistelling. I barely got a word off in that conversation. She kept fucking cutting me off to the point where I had to raise my voice and she turns in and they're yelling. What a fucking piece of shit. And you wonder why you can't trust these guys. Like, holy fucking bullshit.
I think, look, it's...
Wait, you were in the room. Were you in the room when I was on the phone?
Yeah, I was in the room with...
Was I yelling at her?
No. It sounded like just
Bro,
like...
what the
just
fuck?
a simple conversation.
That makes me want to crash out, if I'm going to be honest. I was so fucking calm. Like, I was triggered, right? Like, actually triggered. But I kept my cool on the fucking call. Or did I not? Like, please tell me if I'm like...
The thing is, they just want an opportunity to score points against you. In my opinion, as simple as that. And like, in any little way they can get any slide they can get under your skin, they're gonna fucking try and do it. Because I think deep down they probably know they fucked up, right? Well, I'd like to think they know that. And then,
oh my God, here comes Nino. He's being a big buoy on us.
Exactly.
Oh, he's yelling. Oh no, he's saying we fucked up. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, look at our fuck up. He's yelling at me.
That's the thing that pisses me off is like, we literally spent so much effort and energy. And with all due respect, fuck their effort and energy with how much we put in and how much of a slap in the face they gave us. Like, and I tried to explain this. I'm like, you guys are justices. You can't just magically make things illegal and illegal just because it's in the penal code. We literally had this conversation. Do you guys have any food?
I don't. Should I call someone so you can get food delivery?
I was like, you guys can't just magically make things illegal. We have an entire process for it so that the entire city can be involved. It's fucking cringe to think that you can. Like, what are you, tomorrow you're going to ban, like, purple hats? You know what I mean? It's like, well, I got to find if it's constitutional. Motherfucker, we have the right to property, and you made all these things illegal. And it's like, well, we fixed that shortly afterwards. I'm like, no, you're literally proving my point. Is that by having to put it through review, the entire city can be like, oh, wait, hold on, that's legal. I can get it over this way or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just
approach legislation like it's we'll ask for forgiveness later type of
exactly
deal. This is some corporate environment. Like there's there was a bench trial last night where Barrett was on stand bragging about, like, he did all these investigations and has had his hands with, adding new legislation and everything. I'm like, where? You can't be talking to the penal code, could you? Because is that why you guys added like boots and everything? Because I think in their own minds they think they're making a difference without actually going through and knowing how to make that change. Like,
you know what the real issue with the justice system, with the justices right now? I mean, look,
it fell upwards.
I'm gonna stop taking mask off. They're all hired, but they're all Angel's fucking lapdogs, right? No matter how you cut it, she put them in place, and they hired all their buddies. And the one person that they kicked out was the one that actually dissented.
Wait, you're not talking about Grayson? Did something happen to Grayson?
Oh, Grayson's gone. He's on fucking LOA. He got sick of it.
Oh, he's still a judge technically, right?
He's on LOA. We don't know if he's coming back. That's what was told to me. I'm gonna give you a second thing. The other guy, there was 6 of them. One of them gets booted out. Hallow. Granted, he wasn't around, right? I'm all for it. But that was also, why did he stop giving a fuck? He was the one guy that was actively actually, like, challenging himself on some of the arguments that were made. We literally witnessed in the meetings with the governor that he started to kind of see some of our points, and he was dragged outside, yelled at, and he came inside and stopped speaking. Now, I want to make it, the reason I brought up that example of them being the lapdogs is fundamentally, she brought him in. But the problem is that they share the same mindset that is very pro-police state. Where somewhere ingrained in their mind, which would be fine if there was like a balance of justices, right? But they come from a very, marshals are the heroes. They're going to figure shit out. We're going to legalize it. It's very police state mentality. So the common person doesn't have their voice heard because it's not represented. So, ipso facto, all these changes they always do are so hyper law enforcement based and so hyper, these things are just magically illegal because of some cringe like police reasoning. Like, apparently Lang had a laptop and they're like, oh, well, it's clearly like a fucking hacking laptop or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Actual opinion of a layperson. How would they know they're law enforcement, not IT?
Bro, where's the search warrant? You know what I mean? Where's the investigation? I don't know.
Simply opening the laptop to look at the hard drive is a search, and you need a warrant for that too.
So, it's going to be an interesting conversation, I think, with the justices, but as a worst case scenario, we're thinking me and Mumble's just going to pass some legislation that says nothing can be added or removed without the mayor's co-signing or via referendum. Because that's how it's supposed to work anyways. So fuck it. I mean, I wouldn't be so pissed if I didn't work so hard with them. You know what I mean? And spend so much time reviewing on a daily basis all these documents that they're putting in place. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, you extended out your hand and gave them trust, and they just spat on it instead.
They didn't believe in democracy. That's the tough part.
No.
So what can we do, bar that legislation that you said you're gonna put in to fix this and actually stop this shit happening again?
Well, we passed the Right to Property Act. But me and Mumbles were just talking about passing something where new penal code charges can't be added or removed without either referendum, with us individually signing it into legislation, or alternatively, like either like legislative change or a court case law. It's just, it blows my mind, like, that they're not recognizing that what they're thinking they're allowed to do literally delegitimizes any piece of legislation. Like, he goes, how do you do a transaction? So you want us to write legislation for, like, transaction of class 2s?
Oh, God.
And I'm like, yeah, there's already a weapons legislation. You add a line in there that says you can't make those sales, and then you post it up. Like, what do you mean? It's already there.
Well, that and, like, the things that aren't included, like, for example, the jetpacks. I've been talking to Osvaldo, like, for the past 30 minutes before I talked to you, Nino. I was just like, Espinosa is trying to charge us Valo for flying a jetpack in our airspace, when the legislation clearly defines anything, pretty much anything but a jetpack is considered a vessel that this legislation applies to. Espinosa calls the justice, and justice says, "Yeah, that counts. Get him for flying a jetpack." Even though legislation doesn't include jetpacks, and the penal code doesn't include jetpacks.
The most disheartening thing for me is that these people don't believe in democracy. That's the real sad part. They can say whatever they want, but their actions are making, and their statements are making it very clear they don't.
Well, I spoke to Sean Danielson, who he said he was a part of all the fucking new changes, right? And I spoke to him about the whole G6 thing, about how they made certain things illegal. And I was like, who do you actually speak to about that? And he said, oh, only the cops. And I said, I don't want to be rude, bro. Like, I know it's not really my domain, all this legislation stuff. Wouldn't it make sense if, you spoke to someone who actually did G6? And I was like, he went, yeah, but like, there's only like a handful of people that do G6. I was like,
no, the mayor. I literally have a tier 3 license. Or the mayor who actually knows like people.
Campus?
Yeah, appreciate you.
Ma'am, that mask is now illegal to wear at the courthouse. They just added a new penal code for it.
What's code?
The JKX.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, it's a joke. Yeah, we're joking about random charges getting thrown up.
But they're probably gonna sneak it in though, so be careful.
Nah, all the cops know me with this mask. It's fine.
Oh shit! Okay. What's your name?
Theodora.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, I think you gave Tony all the food.
No.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Appreciate you bringing the food.
Thank you.
Give you the cash. Was it 1,200 or 1,600? Did you say?
1,200 even.
All right, sweet. I gave you 1,500. Is that cool?
Oh, did you?
I think so. Slowly going mental.
I got you.
Oh shit.
Oh, thank you.
I swear I gave you 1,500. I must be losing my fucking marbles.
I don't know. I had money in my pockets. I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, man.
We'll have a Valentine's Day special tomorrow.
Oh shit!
All right.
And creme brulee.
I'll be honest, we just got fucking scammed. He just sat and just expected more money of us. I 100% gave him money.
Oh well.
All right. Well, I only came in for a little bit. I just got to make some phone calls, and then I'll be around second half of tomorrow. So okay. I might be around later this evening too, but I was just coming in to post out the legislation.
Nino, just one thing to kind of contemplate on for later, because I have an idea.
Okay.
Would you be open to paying out for some consulting for some of this legislative fighting? Like, for example, would you pay an exorbitant consulting fee for Reggie Might to get his bar license and join us in fighting these legislations changes?
Yes.
Okay.
Brother, we have like 8 pending ones I got to put up. It's going to make it so we start pumping money into lawyers.
Okay. Well, he said for him to give everything back, I mean, I float around like 2 mil. I don't know how you feel about that. If we just pay him in parts. But
I don't know if Reggie's worth 2 mil though.
I'll work on the price with them, but he's definitely he avoids DOJ like a plague. But if the price is right, he will come back and fight them. And he's a former judge and everything, so we kind of need that mind, to be honest. At least a fresh pair of eyes like that.
I don't want to fight the DOJ. I just want them not to be fucking stupid. And that's why I didn't want to do ACRs and all these things. Those things are only fun for, like, I'm not trying to ruin them. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I want them to just understand what our problem is with what they are doing and how it makes it entirely dog shit for everyone other than themselves and law enforcement. In fact, it's not even good for law enforcement. They literally rip investigations that way. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'll cook on it. I like, you know, it's yeah. So there's many other things I could be doing instead of wasting my time fighting over things even, you know, children know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought that maybe having an extra mind would help out, and somebody like Reggie's is pretty valuable. I mean, if you want to put a different price on it, or if you think it's worth having,
yeah,
just food for thought for, you know,
all right,
a later discussion.
All right, easy. All right, boys, I will see you around. I might be around later tonight. I appreciate it as always.
Good.
All right.
Like I said, I don't want to pester you, Nino, but I got like a million one things to
I know.
about.
Hopefully, we're almost over this hurdle.
Sweet. Hopefully tomorrow and over the next couple of days, because, yeah, I mean, there's like all different kinds of bits. I mean, someone even fucking spoke to me about some Mopeg stuff yesterday, and I was like,
yeah, we got to get that Mopeg stuff up and going as well. But we'll figure it out. Hopefully tomorrow, yeah?
All right. Appreciate you, Nino, as always.
You take care.
Have a good one.
Call Sab back.